Hey, what's up, guys? Ricky Mataka here. What's going on? I got the whole team on. Some cool stuff we're gonna go through today. Excited to be on. Let me pop out the questions box right here to see who's on with us. Pretty good. Still got a lot of people coming on. It's nice. Joanne, good morning. Francis, what's up, Chris? I got a call with you and John this week. You just don't know about it, right? I don't even think John knows about it yet. Robinson, Deborah, Kathy, Ted, Alonzo, Donna, what's up, guys? So got some exciting stuff. Got a really special guest on today, and we're going to be discussing a lot of what we went over on the training we held on the crypto space yesterday. He's a key, he's a crypto expert plus a partner of the system, and was able to bring us this connection in the first place. But we'll go into that in just a little bit. Could you guys see the screen? Put a 1 in the chat box if you guys can see the screen. Want to make sure that it's all loud and clear for you guys. All right, let me move this over here so I can just put the panel here right quick. All right, awesome, guys. All right, everything looks good.
I can only see your camera. I can't see your screen if you're showing a slide.
Oh, I can't. Okay, hold on. That would help. Thanks, John. All right, so I kind of do that sometimes. Like, yeah, if I can see the screen, and no one can see the screen. All right. So it looks like everybody can see. Now you can see the screen, right? You can see everything?
Yes.
Good. All righty. So I got Anthony Calashone on. We got John Gadash. We got Brett Fogel. Okay, he's a good friend of mine. Was able to even bring us the connection in the first place. We'll get into that in just a little bit. All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about. I got my portfolio of 5 recommended cryptos already. Big thanks. Awesome, Alexander. So that's what I love. I love when people just are able to get in and take massive action. Like they don't think about it. They just get in and do it. And if it fails, well, it fails. See, one of the biggest problems I have with this internet marketing, make money online space is that people are so, people first of all have retarded amounts of FOMO, fear of missing out. But then when they get into it, they realize that they just can't do it. I mean, I put together Slingly Agency with literally step-by-step instructions from all the way to set up to traffic, okay, and exclusive deals with the partners, and people still struggle with it, okay? So my job is to combat a lot of that. So what we're going to do here today is I'm going to go into a quick 10, 12-minute segment of what you need to know about Slingly Agency, as well as things that are on the rise. And then we're going to get Brett on, and we're going to talk about investments in the crypto space. And that's something that Brett's very good at, and Anthony's very good at. Anthony Calashone has Wall Street experience, very detailed in investments. All right, so are you guys ready to go? Put it ready in the chat box, and we'll just get this party started. So to make sure everybody is ready. Okay, everybody is ready. Awesome, guys. All right, so first things first. All right, we had a thread in the Keep It Moving group, okay, by Scott Bowling, and he asked if people were getting results. Now, some people in the thread said yes, they made some sales. Other people were frustrated, not getting any results, and it has to do with a bunch of variables. Some people don't got their site set up yet. Some people, they're just struggling with the traffic side of things. Or just where to send the traffic to the VSL, or if the VSL is working properly because they didn't put the right link in the right place. There's some technical hurdles that we're coming across right now that our team is fixing in the background. So it's not our issue per se. It's just that some people are just not following directions and putting the right links in the right places. So that'll be fixed, and just understand that it's just learning. You got to learn, because one of my problems with this space is that people are always in a rush to make money, but they're not in a rush to get it done right the first time. Because once everything's done right, okay, you won't waste another 2 weeks trying to set it up right. And then once you have everything set up right and correctly and working, then you can worry about traffic. So one of the biggest things about Slingly Agency is you don't have to worry about conversions. I've taken care of that. Okay, just to let you know, like this month alone, all right, this is basically in affiliate sales. Okay, there's 25,000 between 4:15 and 4:30. Okay, just alone 25,000 over here. Okay, this is my vendor view. Things convert. So don't worry about things not converting. Things are converting. You just need to get traffic. So I ask you that you watch this video here. I posted it's about 20 minutes. Not sure if you guys seen this, but I'd like you to answer these couple of questions over here. Is your VSL package set up and tested? How many visitors have you sent to your landing page? Give us a good idea of what kind of traffic you're sending to it, and how can the team help you move forward? All right, I need some detailed responses here if you guys really want our help. I'm not getting a lot, okay? 53 clicks, all right, but I need to know how I can help you, because then I can basically create more trainings and address that on additional calls, because I'm here for the long run too as well. All right, another thing I want you to be aware about is there's software out there that I use called Jaxi. It's a keyword research tool that came on my plate. It's less complex than, say, SpyFu or other kind of keyword tools that may exist out there. You can also use Google keyword tool for free, but that's kind of, they don't give you all the information. Jaxi is very, very good, okay? And you may want to check into it, because one of the key things with Amplify and getting traffic to your agency sites and getting these opt-ins is keywords. And the better you get at keyword research, the more results you're gonna get. Now I'm gonna make a video because I figured out a way, I'll talk about that in a second. I figured out a way, all right, to use YouTube analytics, getting keyword data, and then piping it into Jaxi to get actual keywords that we could actually rank for with Amplify super fast. And these are lightning targeted keywords. So there's tools that you'll need, okay? If you want to be a true internet marketer, you can't be going to YouTube and copying and pasting hashtags and trying to find this stuff yourself. You need tools. Like, this is one of my good friends, Justin Sardi's Tube Sift. Very, very good program. It's used by a lot of people in the industry. I'm talking about like guys like Perry Belcher. I think even like, Mike Fosame. I think Russell Brunson even uses this type of tools, their media buying team. Justin Sardi has pretty much made a name for himself. And it's really, really good, because what you'll be able to do with this tool here, t-shirts. Okay, you could put a keyword term in like this, and what it's gonna do, it's gonna bring back all the top YouTube videos on a plate. Okay, and let me get this guy's head out of here. All right, so what's amazing about this is we can sort this by views, and you can start seeing like screen printing your own t-shirts. These are people that are interested in creating t-shirts. Okay, easy and custom done for you graphic tees. What's amazing about this right here, okay, is you can create lists with this. But also another thing is you have a little tag, and these video tags are amazing. So you can come over here, and then you can copy and paste these tags. If I can get this to stay right. You can copy and paste these kind of tags into a notepad. And to do this stuff is incredibly manual. All right, so you need tools to do this. But this is one of the strategies I'm going to be teaching, because it just makes so much sense. And when I showed Nishant Bajwa, who's an expert with Etsy Rank and other kind of keyword tools, like Pinterest for Etsy and e-commerce, he didn't even know about this. So what we can do here is we can literally find like keywords that may make sense, okay, for, like here, printing industry, all right? Lifestyle TV engineer. So they're going after some broad terms. So you don't want to just do this. I'll make this bigger for you guys. So you don't want to just do this with one video. You want to keep on coming down, and you want to keep on finding more, good stuff. Make celebrity tees. Make a t-shirt with a celebrity on it. It doesn't matter if you're bringing them to your agency site that sells merchandising sites. It doesn't really freaking matter. People that site make a celebrity tee don't even know Slingly exists. You can sell them Slingly, okay? And then they can upload their own designs. Okay, there's many ways you can make money with this stuff. You just got to think outside the box. A lot of people, what they're doing, and I hate to say this, is they're copying and pasting what I give them. If I give you an email, you're copying and pasting it. All right, now I'm not saying that's the worst thing, but if I have 300 people copy and pasting exactly what I do, then you're not going to get all the results. You're all going to be basically doing the same shit. So you got to put some creativity behind this. Put a little bit of muscle into this, okay, and try different things. You can't be scared to run an internet marketing business. And this is why I brought you the crypto opportunity with Brett and his partners, because a lot of people don't want to do this type of shit. They just want to invest in something, make some money, get out. Okay, so the stuff that I teach is, I'm going to say, complex, but it's going to take a little knuckle grease if you want to be in the long run like me and the team. All right, so all I'm saying is we're going to come down here, we're going to grab some of these keywords. all right? And what we're gonna do is we're literally going to find the best ones, like, you know, portrait photo t-shirt, sticks out, custom print t-shirts, all right? And I'm gonna come to Jaxi, which is like, I don't know, it was like $100 for the year or some shit. And let's say this was the term that I used. Well, I put it in there. So what Jaxi does is it allows you to see what kind of traffic you can get for this. Like over here, the average number of searches the keyword receives per month. So this is 267, 128, 80, 72, not the best. But what you can do here is you can get higher, you know, so the higher the search term basically means that it's going to be a little bit more tough. But what Jaxi does, you click this one button and it tells you if you have a really good chance of ranking. So normal means that you're going to have to do some backlinking and stuff like that. But with Amplifier, you don't have to worry about that because Amplifier takes use of all these PR sites and news network sites and blog sites and podcast sites. So they're going to target some good keywords here. So let's say I want to get like some medium ones. Let's click this. Let's click this. Let's click this. Okay. All this stuff that says great, okay, you can literally just click that and save it to a list. So if I want to put it in my list, say merch or biz list, I can press save and that's in my list. And at the end of the day, I have save list here, which I can go view these, or I can, you know, I can even get exact match domains with this. Okay, that's another whole animal. If you wanted to get exact match domains and put up one article site, you could do that. That's aggressive marketing. It's going to take some time to get done. Not saying it's for everybody, but there's people out there that will buy every one of these keywords domains, and they will put one article on the site, match for these keywords, and get it to their money site. That's kind of how like Amplifier works in a way too. It's like they're taking an article with your keyword, with your money site, and they're going out to news article sites. They're going out to blogs. They're going out to everything with high page rank, which means authority in Google's eyes. And that's what it is, okay? So you can feed Amplifier good keywords like this. Another thing you can do with this kind of keyword research, which intermixes with the Etsy type of thing, is you can use this analytics to go into Pinterest. You can use these analytics to go into Etsy itself and do some search terms and see what kind of products are popping up. Get some good ideas for the print on demand space of what is selling for these type of keywords when you type them in Etsy. Therefore, you can now keyword stuff your Etsy listings, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So once you understand that keywords is pretty much the golden nugget of any type of research you're going to do online, as far as traffic, even if you're doing Facebook traffic, it doesn't matter, native traffic, article marketing, SEO, okay, whatever. It doesn't freaking matter. You need to be an expert at finding good keywords that people are searching for, because then you can take this to all these different networks, guys, and start finding golden keywords and nuggets and interest targeting that no one else is looking for. This is where you find these backdoor opportunities that will get you the targeted traffic, not the bullshit broad traffic. Because look, guys, like what you're selling with agency is you're not selling something that is broad. You're not selling skincare. You're not selling fat loss programs. You're not selling all this other stuff. But what we have is high ticket, $9.95, $2,000, $3,000. Okay, we have $4.97s in the back. We got $12.97s in the back, $14.97s in the back. Okay, we got phone teams in the back, $5,000 tickets in the back. Okay, so you need to seed it with the right traffic. You need to have them step and buy something. Once they buy something, they're in your ecosystem. We can follow up with them if you don't even want to, and your ID is attached with them. So if they buy something else and say Groove Sell, you're going to get paid. And that's how that works. So I just want to let people know that I would have never released something like agency if I didn't have this all planned out and knew what the hell I was actually doing. Okay, so another thing before we get into Brett's segment. All right. You guys may have traffic too. Now we're bringing the affiliate opportunity to you as well. I'm working out the last details with Paul Murphy. Now in traffic too, it's kind of amazing. You got all these type of funnels that you can implement. They're not, don't try to tackle this all, like don't try to tackle every one of them. You're going to kill yourself. Okay. Start with like the affiliate funnel, get it working. That's it. Don't touch ecom funnel. Don't touch application funnel. Don't touch SLO funnel. He's not even done that yet. I mean, that's good anyway, because you give you way too much shit. Don't touch any of this other crap. Okay, you just want to basically touch what affiliate funnel, because if you get one set up, ready to go, and you follow his instructions, and he even goes into keyword research right here. okay? And you can piggyback off some of the keyword research I did. Now in Slingly agency members area, I have a whole keyword research segment and market research segment. So if you're dumb stuck on traffic and don't know what to do, don't even worry about your money site right now. Don't worry about your agency site. Go through the market research videos. Go through the keyword research videos. In Amplify, they give you keyword research videos. Paul gives you keyword research videos. What I'm trying to get in your head, guys, is that if you concentrate on the research, which is 80% of where your profits are going to come from, even in the crypto space and investment space, what did Mike say on the webinar yesterday if you joined? He has a vetting process, a 5-step process into vetting the right coins before he invests or makes a pick on it. That's 80% research, 20% action. 80% betting the coin, 20% executing your money in the exchange to buy the coin. Same thing with internet marketing. 80% research will put that money in your pocket. And that's what you got to understand. I'll say it till I'm freaking blue in the face. All right. All right. So I just wanted to roll through that this is the keyword stuff, like this stuff. I'll be making a custom video for you as we're going to be implementing this kind of research even inside here. Because with Paul's stuff, you can blanket Google with YouTube videos. So say you were searching for a term, okay, that no one else is searching for, and you have a video on YouTube, okay, and think about being on YouTube and it being like a big banner ad, and that's your video. That's what Paul teaches. That's what these funnels do. These are magic funnels. They literally print money for yourself. So this is why I bring this type of opportunity. Okay, it's up to you to take action on it. I can't do it for you, but I'll give you what I'm doing, so at least you have a basis to go off of. All right, awesome. So we're gonna get on to the second segment. So Brett, are you there?
Hey, Ricky, how's it going? I had it muted, sorry.
No, it's fine. What's up, buddy? I know you're very busy. So we're going to keep your segment to about, 40 minutes. We're not going to go too crazy. I like to keep Media Dollars to about an hour so that people can digest the replay. Okay, so Brett, great to have you on today, 100%. Looking forward to, speaking with you. So let me ask you this, okay? Okay, a lot of people probably wanting to know a little bit about your background. Okay, what interested you in the investment space so early, say 2003, and how did you come about like what you're doing today?
Let's see, maybe I can turn my camera on here, right? Hey, everybody.
Hey, what's up, Brett?
So let's see, I'm in Washington, D.C., grew up here, have lived in Florida and California since, but along the way, this is a commercial building we own, and my father built a penthouse on top of that. We were in the video rental business back in the day, like mini Blockbusters, and long time ago, I had a pet supply store in the lower level here in the same building, which is now a Taiwanese restaurant, but did a lot of that. It's terrible business, but I started trading, and half the day I was ladies would come in, that's a very affluent neighborhood, and ladies would come in and buy a $40 bag of dog food, which I'd make $4 on. Meanwhile, I just day traded 1,000 shares of Netscape and made $1,000 bucks. So that was hooked from an early age.
Netscape, from Netscape times, right? Holy moly.
That tells you how long I've been investing. And actually, before that, back when E-Trade was a green screen and a flashing cursor, it's come a long way since then.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we certainly didn't have crypto back then, but long story short, I picked it up quickly. Was good at swing trading. Decided to go be a gunslinger and day trader, and lost most of my money quickly. But turned to options trading then out of necessity, and made all that money back with options, and founded a company called the Options University back in 2004 from the proverbial kitchen table. We grew that to an Inc. 500 company, and we were teaching traders, investors all over the world in options and Forex. But really, I left all of that, walked away in 2013 to kind of go back into internet marketing, which was also what I was doing early on. Along the way, wrote a book, Click and Grow Rich, which is sort of about as, doing what you're doing. But, hey, man, I'm really impressed with everything you're doing, the group you have. And, you guys, Ricky is one of the best, if you don't already know that. But, I reached out to a friend of mine, long story short, here in December, and he said, hey, I need you. He was a former partner and affiliate manager back in the options days. And he said, I'm doing stuff in crypto, and why don't we get the band back together, as it were. So that's sort of how this all started. But hey, it's great to be on the cusp of what's happening going into the future, and certainly crypto is it's hot, and it's definitely, there's a lot of opportunity there if you know what you're doing.
It's here to stay. okay, like what Mike was speaking about. And guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through some of the slides in case you missed the training yesterday, just so you could see what's on the plate and what they discussed and why crypto is pretty much here to stay. But I mean, we talked about the technology about it, the backings, the teams, the white papers, and and how Mike conducts his picks. I mean, yesterday, guys, Mike, which is Brett's partner, basically explained his vetting process and stuff like that. And let me ask you, how similar is that to vetting out, like, say, stock IPOs and stuff? And maybe Anthony can speak on that too a little bit if he wants. But how would you say this is similar in a way?
Well, it's similar in that, I'll divert a little bit from Mike on some points, and Mike is somebody that I've learned and met through a mutual friend who's been doing this for a long time. He's been in since 2013, and he's made some amazing recommendations to friends, family, and people that follow him along the way, in the thousands of percent. I'm sure we'll get to that. But how it's similar, I'm a believer that the fundamental analysis is really priced into the price action of the charts. And so what that basically means for layman terms is, you don't necessarily need to go do all this research in a stock or a coin. There are smarter people than I. My thesis is there are smarter people than I that research the hell out of these things, and they invest their money, and I can see it in the charts. And so I'm really an expert in reading the charts and the indicators that we use. But Mike is really an expert in doing that early research. He has a method that he went through on the presentation, and so he'll buy them very cheap before they make their big run, and that's why he's had so many that go up 100%, 500%, multiple thousands of percent, because he has a format and I don't want to call it a formula, that's really overused, but a strategy and a process he goes through, that how to choose a future winner. Because a lot of these, I won't say a lot, but a number of these, they go to zero because they have no utility, they don't have the right team, and they're really just looking to do a money grab and run off with the money. And that does happen, unfortunately. It's
Gotcha.
not very common anymore, but yeah.
Well, I'm going to go through some of this, guys. I'm going to put this in full screen right now so you guys can see it. Let me just let me see.
That's not my Lambo, by the way. I'm a
Oh, it's
Porsche
not
guy.
yours? I thought that was yours. I thought you paid for it. I'm saying, I thought you bought
No,
something.
I'm a Porsche guy. My next one's going to be the new 992 Targa, but nothing against the Lambo. But that's the
So
joke in
look,
crypto. Yeah, go ahead.
what Mike is showing here, guys, okay, and I lost the slide, okay, but like some success stories with Bitcoin. I mean, you got guys that literally youngest person to become a Bitcoin millionaire, 18-year-old kid becomes the next Bitcoin millionaire, investor buys Lambo with Bitcoin, okay, 21-year-old Ethereum investor, turns 2,000 to 1 million, okay, old man yells at Bitcoin, like, it's just like such crazy stuff going on in this space, guys. You just can't like ignore this anymore. Like I've ignored this for years, and in the background, while we're doing webinars and internet marketing and building software, people are buying Lambos from $2,000 investments in Bitcoin. It's like, holy moly, right? And I'm not saying that you guys are going to get the same success. I mean, it depends on what kind of action you put into it, what kind of money you put into it, when you get into the actual opportunity, when you exit the actual opportunity. But this is why we need guys like Brett and Mike and a network and a group and a community, so that we can be directed, the right way to do these type of things, okay? Because investing is risky. I'm not an investment advisor. Brett is not an investment advisor. Mike is not an investment advisor. We're not going to give you any financial advice, but we're going to give you a system that they've created over 7 years to basically read charts the right way, understand how to identify opportunities, and get in and get out if you want. Okay. So Brett, you want to speak about a little bit about, timing in the market and stuff like that?
Sure, and you kind of touched upon it, but the days of we were sort of making fun of the when Lambo crowd, because in crypto, the people are saying, well, when can I buy a Lambo? The days of buying Bitcoin for pennies and getting rich on it are largely over. Although, the two things, it's very likely to go much higher, but not many people can afford a whole Bitcoin. Really, what we're teaching people is how to use these altcoins, which are the future high flyers. The way I see it is that this is think about it this way, post-internet bubble, when everything blew up and crashed and burned, and then out of the ashes came the future high flyers that we know now as Amazons and Netflix and et cetera, right? So there are the makings of those companies right now in crypto. So if you're
Gotcha.
brand new to all this, forget about Bitcoin. If you have an extra $60,000 lying around, go buy a Bitcoin and hold it. But most of us, and really frankly, what I'm doing is investing in these smaller altcoins that have the ability to go up 10, 20%, 30%, 100% in a short time frame. And we have to emphasize potential. They don't all, but we have great eyes for picking those. And Mike, our friend and partner, is one of the best. So with that in mind, taking that money, this is a little bit of a paradigm shift, making money in the altcoins and then investing it for long-term future growth in Ethereum and Bitcoin is a great strategy. So hopefully that helps.
Well, just to piggyback on what you were just talking about, I mean, these are the type of things that Mike picks out, like private chain chart, pirate, okay?
Yeah.
Literally went up, okay, what is it, from 37 cents to $2? That's
Well,
ridiculous.
let me tell you where it is now, Ricky, though. These are an old slides. You know where it is now? It's at $7.41.
So
People,
he picked it at less than a penny, and
yes.
now it's at $7.
It's gone as high as $10, even not actually. It ran and mooned, as we say in crypto. It hit $14 about 10 days ago.
Ooh,
And full disclosure, I just bought some. I'm not recommending anyone go out and buy any, but yeah, these, this is certainly an extreme example, but he's had several, and there will be more. We're just the early infancy of crypto, but yes. So that return you're showing now of
yeah,
5,315%, that was only at $2.40. It's gone 7x since then. So the returns can be mind-bending, and really you don't need a lot to invest in some of these if you can just hold on to them. Now these are the sort of the micro coins, and
okay.
you can put $100, $1,000 in a bag of these various ones that Mike's recommended, and just hold on to them for a year. You can certainly buy your Ethereum, you can certainly buy some of the mid-level coins that we'll be talking about, but the moon bag is what people refer to, where they'll buy a little bit of something and just hold on to it for a couple years, maybe 5-10 years. And this is what can happen out of nowhere. They go straight up if you're choosing a quality project. And that's really what Mike is so good at, and his process for picking a quality project that has the most potential for the kind of returns that we're showing. We have to emphasize potential. We don't always know. That's why you invest in a number of these. But as you can see, this is quite an impressive returns. You won't find that in Wall Street,
It
guys.
is. It's amazing, the returns. Again, you're not finding this. I mean, I was just talking about this with Anthony. You don't find these kind of returns in Wall Street. You don't.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess that's what makes this a little bit more
Hey,
risky.
Rick, I'm gonna jump on real quick. You know
Yeah,
what?
sure.
I've never actually turned this camera on, and I got quite jealous when I saw Brett do it, and I was like, I didn't hear Rick yell, so I think I'm allowed to do this,
Well, I
right?
got a studio set up, so ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? I got my studio.
Yeah, it's totally cool. So I'm sitting back listening to the presentation like I did yesterday, and everyone's done such a phenomenal job that even I was sitting here taking notes, and everyone comes at it from a different perspective, which makes us a really, really solid team. The perspective that I've always come from this in terms of the crypto world is what's its adoption? Like, is the circus come to town, right? Because as long as you could trust what it is and its adoption and growth going forward, then you could decide whether you want to buy the peanut stand or the popcorn stand because a circus is in town. Elephants like to eat it, right? What I think people sometimes overthink what this is when we get into the minutia of it, like this coin, that coin. They might get a little intimidated, like, whoa, I don't really know, 0 cents to, it sounds like hocus pocus, just gambling. But what we're actually doing is we're identifying that the circus is in town and offering the select opportunities that have the most outsized gain. And what crypto really is, and a lot of people get into this digital, it's coded this and it's hashed that. What it really truly is at the most fundamental base is financial freedom. Because what crypto allows is any individual to become their own currency, to become their own country. Like, for instance, I run a very successful investment platform that takes US dollars. If I decided that Rhino Premier was only going to accept Anthony coin, then guess what you would have to do? You'd have to buy Bitcoin, convert it to Anthony coin to participate, meaning the growth of my platform is going to grow the price of Anthony coin, which means if you're Brett or if you're Mike or you're part of this platform that's smart enough to identify, whoa, look what Anthony's doing, let's buy that coin, you would prosper at such an outsized potential. And that's what the crypto space is developing now. So this platform is so smart in the sense that it identifies those opportunities. So kind of to take everyone out of the weeds of, oh, this coin in 0 cents. No, what it essentially is reorganizing corporate America. It is selectively finding the companies per se before they go IPO per se and participating. So can you buy a coin in Amadi out of Ethiopia who's selling coffee? Sounds crazy, but Amadi's now his own country. So that's the growth in front of us. So when people say, oh, look how far it went, what they're not understanding is Bitcoin is the currency reserve of this world. So if you just look at Bitcoin and say it went too high, well, then you're missing the boat, because what Bitcoin's price is really saying is that it's confirming the adoption of all the altcoins underneath it. And that's what makes this program so special. So Rick, I'm so privileged and happy to have Brett and Mike to be a part of it, that we could bring it to people. And just to offer a level of perception, don't get intimidated by the verbiage. Just realize that if I were to ask you in 1,000 years from now, what do you want to own? Paper US dollars or digital currency that has a hard cap? There's an obvious answer, and that's where we are right now.
And another thing I want to touch on is what basically Mike was speaking about yesterday. Another thing that's great about cryptocurrencies is it's portable. Okay, you can just literally send it from wallet to wallet easy. You need to pay something, you need to pay somebody, it's done in like 3 seconds. All right, he was also talking about it's divisible. All right, so they call it Satoshis, and you can divide it all the way down to hundreds of a penny. Okay, so some of these altcoins start at like say 100 Satoshi, right? Like right, Brett, they start like something like over here, or they start at 1 Satoshi, and they start to like, okay, so there was a particular one they were telling me to purchase. I didn't buy it yet, but it was called Moon Stream or something like that, or Moon.
That's no Safe Moon maybe.
Save
But
Moon, yeah.
yeah,
Moon,
don't buy that.
yeah, Save Moon, not Moon Streams. Everything's moons and everything, but whatever. Anyway, I'm trying to say is it started around here, but it has the potential to go here. But those are pump and dump coins. I wouldn't be putting like 100,000 into that, something like that. So be careful with those type of things when you see them.
Well, actually, Rick, if I could jump in for a second and talk what you call alien. So Rick always says, Anthony, when you get too into the moon, because I have an economics background and social behavior, whatever, right? So
like an alien, bro. Like an alien.
Rick is alien. And it's funny because Rick is like the most successful programmer I know. So all he knows is ones and zeros. If you throw a 2 in there, his head blows up. So it's a little alien, right? So in terms of alien speak, if I may, I'm going to kind of teach a little bit called stock and flow ratio. What stock and flow ratio is the amount of something that comes on the market versus how much is already on the market. So for instance, Bitcoin, 366,000 Bitcoins are able to be mined because it's pre-programmed per year right now. There's 18.6 million Bitcoins in existence already mined, which is a 1.8% supply that can come on the market. The reciprocal of that, this is where I'm going to lose Rick, get a little alien. The reciprocal of that is a 54 stock to flow ratio. Why that's important is because if you take what's unique about Bitcoin is it's pre-programmed to halve. The reward per mining is halved every 4 years, which means by program, the stock to flow ratio, the scarcity of Bitcoin doubles every 4 years. So if you take a look out to say, and I have it on my board right there, 2036, the stock to flow ratio is 1,000. If you take a look at 2048, the stock to flow ratio is 10,000. Now, why does that even matter? Well, when you go ahead and plot that on a logarithmic graph, and again, I'm losing you a little bit, it has a theoretical price. Okay, if Bitcoin gets halved, this is what it should be because it values the currency in supply. The unique part about Bitcoin, and I've never seen this before, its price has tracked the theoretical value perfectly. In fact, if you take that theoretical value and put it out there, 2027, you're looking at a price of 120,000. 2036, you're looking at a price of 100 million. Now, these sound like cartoon numbers, but if the economy of Bitcoin is vindicated, is confirmed, is adopted, which you see it in JP Morgan, you see it in Fidelity, you see it in Tesla, it's here. And if the economy of allowing digital currency to be the currency reserve of financial freedom, allowing people to become their own economy, if that exists, then Bitcoin's going to be around for a very, very long time in this capacity. If you move that out to January 2057, this is where I'm going to lose everyone. One Bitcoin's worth $1 trillion. Now, am I saying it's going to be that? I don't know. But the chart has followed that progression since 2009 perfectly.
But if you look at, the screenshots that I was showing you right here from the presentation we did yesterday, in March 2nd of 2017, the price of Bitcoin is now worth more than 1 ounce of gold. February 21, 2021, Bitcoin is now more expensive than a kilogram of gold. Okay, so like what you gotta understand is everything is going with these digital currencies, but your opportunity here is to get into good vetted coins, altcoins that are powered by Bit and Ethereum that are going to give you the best returns. And that's what Brett was just talking about. Like kind of like after the .com boom, okay, what happened, these companies that strive, they started to grow and grow. And if you would have gotten to them early, you'd be sitting on millions and millions of dollars right now. Well, this is happening now again, okay, where Bitcoin is allowing these companies to grow like it was the .com boom. And it's being, looked at. So what I'm doing personally is, learning from Moonstream. I'm going to take massive action, and I'm going to buy as much Bit as possible because I hear through the grapevine, okay, I got some friends at Agora Financial, okay, that Bit is just going to raise in price. I'm talking about in the next couple of years could be a couple of mil per coin. That's something to think about. Like if you would have got this, say back in 2009 when it was what, $5, $10, okay, do the math, all right? And top 10 reasons Bitcoin is better, okay? Inflation, okay? Bitcoin does not inflate, it buys you more, all right? So basically, money deflates in value, okay? Bitcoin just literally appreciates, okay? It's immune, okay? It's decentralized, peer-to-peer, okay? They can't seal it or steal it from you or seize it, all right? It could be stored on wallets, okay? Portable wallets that you control, not JP Morgan, not Bank of America, not TD Ameritrade or whatever, okay? It's programmable. This is why we want to look at good companies, okay? And, what Mike was trying to explain here was that the media kept on bashing Bitcoin, saying this is the worst investment. People should not have this in their portfolios, blah, 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 blah. Mike explained that yesterday, but he also showed how it was just continued to trend upward, why the media was bashing and bashing and bashing. So 10 reasons why Bitcoin is a terrible investment in 2020 by the Motley Fool. And now the Motley Fool announces 5 million investment of their own money in Bitcoin in 2021. That's only a year, guys. A year just blinks in an eye. Okay, I can't even believe it's May of 2021 already.
Actually, Rick, sorry. The date, it was 4 months. Yeah, it was less than a year. October 2020, 4 months later.
Amazing. See, you got a dumbass like me that can't even tell the calendar. I'm just amazed, right? So, guys, I'm just saying, like, this is where it's at. Okay, and if you don't see the opportunity, it's ridiculous. So, Mike went through a vetting process. I'll leave this for the replay. We have a replay that I'm going to post, along with this Media Dollars training. You can see the whole 2.5-hour presentation where Mike explains it in his own terms. And he went through the vetting process of what he goes through to vet out companies, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, like, he explains about the real adoption of Bitcoin and what Anthony was just speaking about, how it just continuously grows and grows throughout the years, just keeps on growing and growing all the way up to 63,000. Then it bounced down. It's going to bounce up. It's been consistently doing it and doing that throughout the years. And he explains it in his own terms. He even goes through his winning formulas from utility to tech. He goes through some case studies, examples, the team. Okay, what you need to look for in a coin company, if it's going to get momentum by social media. Okay, you can see this around different vetting processes he uses. Utility, does it serve a specific purpose in the market? Can it be tangible? Does it, will it replace another technologies that's not using decentralization? Tech, I'm big on tech. I love tech. And the team behind it, okay? Do they have passion, developers, et cetera, et cetera, okay? So I'm not gonna go through all this right now, but the opportunity is pretty much this, okay? what Mike is offering, if I can find the slide, okay, is getting into Moonstream, which is his private community. And this is where they're going to use all their professional resources, their tools, et cetera, to pick you valuable coins that you can get in right now. Put some money into it, let it sit until it either explodes. They'll even teach you proper research so that if you want to do your own vetting, you can. They're going to give you proper tools to use. There is an upsell, okay, for a software trading tool they use for charts. It's custom developed, okay, on top of a software called TradeView. So you need to get the upsell to get these scripts, but it gives you prediction models. I'm not a chart technician. I'm amazed by it, but Anthony and Brett are chart technicians. They really understand it, and I see them both get super excited looking at charts. Kind of like when I look at like new programming languages, I get excited. So that kind of shit, But I'm trying to learn that. But this is what you're getting with Moonstream. Okay, you're getting the digital newsletter. Okay, so this is handpicked from Mike's picks, which can go ridiculous 7,000% returns. You're getting the community in Facebook. I myself just bought Moonstream yesterday. They didn't give it to me for free. I didn't want it for free. I like to support good stuff. So I'm basically going to be in that community with you guys. You're getting the monthly webinars. That's when Brett was telling that Mike gets on for a good couple of hours and speaks about his picks, speak about, what he's seen in the market. It's like having a crystal ball to the market, having this dude, Mike, along with Brett. Plus, you'll get his blockchain bottom line course, which gives you a step-by-step on why the blockchain works, everything you need to understand about it. Live picks tracker, which is a custom developed Google Docs sheet, which is going to have live pricing indications so you can see what their picks are, previous picks, where they've been, where they are going. Amazing stuff, okay? So I'll put the link in the chat box if you guys want to get it in right now in case you kind of missed it yesterday. You can get in right now. I know there was only like 20 something more spots. I don't know if they opened up more. I think, Brett, you're gonna have to let me know so I can update the replay page on how many spots, because we sold out yesterday. And I kind of, told Mike and Brett after the training, I was like, guys, we gotta let more people in, okay? I know you sold out. This is the last time you guys were actually doing this live training. You're gonna close it down to take care of people. I understand that, but let's try to roll this out and let people get in. So I'm gonna give you that link. Okay, that's if you want to purchase it right now. And if you do, it's going to bring you to a screen that looks just like this. And you're going to basically go through this. This is all the stuff that you're getting, blase, etc. And it's normally priced $3,000. Okay, they slashed it to $1,497. Come back later in time if they offer this again. I don't see them selling this for less than $3,000. I know some other stock advice, models that I'm in. I paid $3,000 to $5,000 for a yearly subscription to. So I'll tell you, pretty much this space is expensive, and it's only going to get more expensive. This is the financial space, so it's not like skincare where you can get a bottle of something for $60. Okay, you want some good investment advice. You want people that are doing it actively, chart technicians and technology. This is where you want to be. So this is the best deal I got for you. Okay, and I'm going to give you the replay. So when you click the replay link, it's going to bring you to this page. Okay, it's about a 2.5 hour presentation. There is a transcript that you can read, okay, which will go through stuff. If you like sitting on your couch with a cup of coffee on your iPad, you may want to read it instead of watch it, skim through it. This is what you're getting with it. And if you're ready to enroll, okay, they got a lot of good results here. I like the Pirate Chain stuff, EXP, all these picks that you'll be getting access to with this dude, Mike and Brett and his team that have the system. I mean, Mike, what I've learned, has been doing this for 7 years. So when you put 7 years into something, I mean, he's well off right now. He don't need to be doing this, okay? And I'm kind of glad he's doing this for the community and that I'm able to get in myself, because if Mike wasn't here, Brett wasn't here, I kind of would miss the boat on this stuff because I don't know what to look for. I'm too heavy centric on customer training. I'm heavy on, building software. I'm heavy on deal making and connections, on that type of stuff, running my own events and coming up with new ways to scale internet marketing traffic. That's what I'm very good at. I'm a media buyer, a very damn good media buyer. But I'm not a chart technician. I can't pick stocks like Anthony does. I can't pick like Brett and Mike do. And I need kind of people in my life to tell me, this is what I need to do. This is some money you could put in. This is maybe when you should get out. These are the chart tools you need to use. Perfect. At least I'm 500% closer to where I need to be than if I had none of this. All right, so that's something to think about, guys. All right, so anyway, yeah, cool stuff. So Brett, you
Ricky,
want to talk
can I
about anything to close out?
Yeah, let me just chime because I'm literally looking at charts right now. We had a fairly big sell-off yesterday in crypto, and it is volatile, but Bitcoin has completely erased all of the losses. Everything I'm looking at is green. From what I'm
Okay.
seeing here, I think we are on the verge of a major bull rally that
Okay.
is going to go considerably higher. We did the math in the webinar. You want to watch the webinar? Mike does the math and the breakdown of why Bitcoin should and can and likely will go to at least 146,000 per Bitcoin this year.
What?
Experts are predicting 300,000. So the next wave of this bull run is going to be massive, but along with it, they say a rising tide lifts all boats. Guys, you want to get on as many of these tiny boats as you can that are also going to go up, because the
Wow.
percentage gains on the altcoins, if you're choosing the right ones, can be hundreds of percent. We have 3 of Mike's picks from this year are already up 100%, 188%. And of course, Pirate Chain, and another one that we show in the webinar, is up multiple thousands of percent. Obviously, we can't guarantee that for you. It's not going to happen right away necessarily, but Mike's picks are long term. Certainly get involved though. The community is so vibrant. The Facebook page, a lot of people in there helping each other. So if you're a beginner, it's very beginner friendly. There's no other service like this. There's nothing else out there, and I know this because I've looked, and we are head and shoulders above everyone else, but definitely closing it down. It's a tight-knit community. We did sell it out in April, and we reopened it for Ricky and his group because he said,
You
guys, I
really
really
did.
want he wanted to make it available to people a couple weeks ago, but he had other commitments, and so we made a special exception. We did sell out last night, and Mike said I'll open up another 25 spots. We're still sorting out who's paid. Some people paid by crypto, and that's always interesting. We actually had our first Dogecoin sale, which was exciting. The Doge is
That's
up
always-
big today. Don't buy Doge, by the way. It's coming back down. Thought it would. But anyway, guys, watch the webinar. You definitely want to be in on this. This is a moment in history that will never be back here again. And when I say now is the right time, I mean right now, today, what I'm looking at today is what we were waiting for. We were a little worried Bitcoin was going to drop back down and test lower lows and it would bleed out again. But everything I'm looking at is green. I'm looking at coins I have that are up 18%, 15% since yesterday. I mean, it's crazy. So, but be careful. You want to get involved with us and find out. If nothing else, though, watch the webinar. You'll learn a lot. It's a training first and foremost. So, Ricky, that's about all I can say. We've opened the door for everybody. It's just a matter of if you're ready to walk through it and get on board with the crypto. But now's the right time.
I mean, guys, don't delay on this, okay? You don't want to come next week and be like, Ricky, could you still get me in? Because I'm probably not going to be able to, okay? I'm going to let you know that right now, okay? I actually twisted Brett and Mike's arm Brett had to twist Mike's arm to even do another training. Mike wasn't even going to do another training. This was closed, okay? So that's not just bullshit scarcity. This is real shit, okay? And you need to be in this bullish run because who knows what next year's, what next year's going to do, okay? So like you want the top-notch information, you want access to guys like Brett and Mike. Okay, so come here and watch the webinar. Okay, the first hour and some change is very good education. Mike explains it in his own words of why he's investing in things, why Bitcoin got to where it is now. Okay, how you look at these companies, how you look at the tech, how you look at the sentiment, how you look at everything involved into the crypto space. So first and foremost, you get the good education if you're a complete novice on why crypto is going the way it is. Then the second part of the training, we go into a Q&A. We show you what you're going to be getting. Mike shows you some of his investments and results from people, prior picks that, have 20x, 2000x, whatever. Okay, so you don't want to miss out on this, guys. All right, so I put the link in the chat box. All right, if you want to just get in, okay, right here, that's the go link. You can just get in right now. I think you probably should. And if you want to just watch the replay, okay, that's the replay link. Here's the PDF. So I'm not going to make this too much longer, guys. Brett, I appreciate your time for getting on.
Can I
And
try
I want to
something
say,
real
Anthony, yeah, sure, yeah. I was going to ask you if you have anything to say. Yep.
Yeah, no, totally cool. I love how in depth everyone gets and really gives like that granular explanations. But I do want to kind of take a step back just for a second and don't want to let people get too overwhelmed with like each individual coins and the daily fluctuations, because most people, they're not looking to trade things on a daily basis, and I think that would be a misrepresentation.
Sure.
Bitcoin is a $1 trillion market. It is the 9th largest bank in the entire world. If you believe that something that's $1 trillion is here to stay, well, then why Rick and I had brought on Brett and Mike, we searched them out because they were the best in the industry. What they do is seriously do all of the homework of the white pages, the balance sheets, the this, that, keep their ear to the ground to find which coins are actually going to do those 1000%.
Amazing.
So to be able to say, okay, I believe in Bitcoin, now what do I do? The service that they've provided is they do all the work and then they send you, oh, hey, John, buy this at this price over here. Here's a video how to do it. So John, you go do it. And then you sit back and watch your account blossom. They have literally freed people from the shackles of retirement in terms of, I'm running out of money. Do I have to work longer? Blah, blah, blah. And I think that's the bigger picture that I want to leave people with. If you believe in the market that's already $1 trillion and growing at such an exponential rate that makes sense in a digital future, these are the guys that are going to do the homework. They're going to roll up their sleeves, go on the front lines, and get you the picks and create a video and send it to you and say, this is why we did this. This is why you should do it. This is how you do it. Period. End of story. That's who they are, and that's who we have the privilege to, welcome everyone to see. So I just want to say that.
What's up?
Yeah, it's really about digital assets, folks. And look, we don't need to make the case for crypto necessarily, and Bitcoin is here to stay. We go through all that on the webinar. It is volatile, but it's not something to be afraid of. You want to buy it and hold it long term. Bitcoin has been very volatile, but it's been up 200% per year on average since its inception. And as many people think, and we do as well, we're on the verge of a major rally in Bitcoin, which will lift a lot of these other ones. And so, we have to be clear about that. We're not financial advisors, and there's no guarantees, but certainly when you see the track record, the crypto tracker that has 30 or 40 of the past picks, they are 85%, 90% all green in a big way. So you know what, success leaves clues. Mike's been doing this a long time. We'd love to have you join us. The community is great. It's great for beginners. As Anthony was saying, you can get bogged down in the minutia of all this. You can talk about a lot of scary things. I mean, he's a financial guy. I'm a financial guy. But for the beginner, if you're hearing about crypto and you're excited about it but don't know where to start, this is the ideal place to start, because it's literally, as Anthony said, Mike sends out a newsletter once a month, does a live training once a month, and he'll stay on for hours and just walk everyone through all your questions. He's really committed to giving back to this industry that has been so good to him. He doesn't need to be doing it, folks, and that's why we talked about it on the webinar, but there's a limited window on this because he's not going to be doing it for much longer. And all I'll close with is now's the time to find out more about it. For sure, you want to watch this webinar. It can be financially life-changing. We have to say potentially. We can't, look, it's a risky world out there. Investing is risky in anything. So let's be clear about that. But that's exactly why you want to have somebody with that kind of experience and track record involved in guiding you. Okay, so if it makes sense for you, that you want him in your corner, and you want me in your corner, because the charts that we have, the software we have that is an optional for those of you that are more active traders or already trading. You're going to want to have access to this. But I'm also in there posting the charts. I'm about to take a screenshot of this chart of Bitcoin right now and put it in the group. So for what we're doing, you're not going to find it anywhere else. And I think there's nothing really left to say. But thanks for having me, guys. It's really been fun sharing with you.
Yeah, Brett, thank you for taking some time out today in your busy schedule. I know you guys are busy, 100%, Brett. So guys, take massive action and be sure that you're registered for media-dollars.com every week, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will keep you up to date with more Sling agency training, and we'll take it all there because I'm in this full time like everybody else. I'll be basically driving the boat. So take care, guys. I will see you on more trainings.
Guys, see you later. Thank you. Bye.